Hi, everyone, and welcome to Anxiety. Anxiety is a podcast about mental health, and it's going to be focused on anxiety disorders. So, the goal is to really help people understand anxiety and talk openly about what it's like to live with it. A little bit about me. My name is Grégoire. I'm not a psychologist nor a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist. I don't really have anything to do with mental health as a job, as a vocation. I'm simply someone who has lived with generalized anxiety disorder. I was diagnosed with it, and I followed a cognitive behavioral therapy with a psychologist. So it didn't fix everything instantly, but it did give me tools to understand anxiety and to cope with it. So before I went into this process, I did feel super alone with what I had because, first of all, I didn't know what I had, and the symptoms were pretty intense. I really cut myself from social life a lot, from transports, from going to work. I was going to work, but it was really an everyday struggle. And I did notice afterwards, after I finally found out about what I had, which was an anxiety disorder, I really realized how little the testimonials were, the real testimonials about people who actually went through this or are going through this, and who can just talk about how hard it can be on an everyday basis. So I wanted to create this podcast to show that people dealing with anxiety are not alone, not crazy, and that there are actually ways to manage it. So you'll hear stories from people who have lived with anxiety, and I also talk with psychologists, psychiatrists, and mental health experts, because I really think that it's also important to have structured knowledge about anxiety. I would like to mention that this is not about spirituality, life coaching, or self-motivation. My goal here is really to talk about anxiety in a clear and honest way. I just want to give tools and perspectives so you can adapt to your own situation if you're struggling with anxiety. And most important of all, I am not here to sell anything. I don't have any miracle cure or follow-up training program. Nothing to sell here. I just want to create a space where we can talk about anxiety openly. So I hope you find something useful here, and I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next episode.